It was a very sunny day here in Rio City, and I wanted to do a bike trip. So I took my bicycle and there I went. My goal was to go from here, Gloria, which is the place where I live, all the way down here to Itacoatiara Beach, which is a very beautiful beach here in Rio City that I've never been to. In order to do this, I cycled up until here, which is our harbor. Here we can take boats that allow us to take our bicycles inside them. I took one of these boats and it took me to the other side of the bay, to the center of Niterói. From here on, I cycled down, passing through Icaraí, San Francisco, and then finally Charitas. Here in Charitas, there is this big tunnel that connects the regions of Charitas and Cafubá. I stopped my way here and went back because it was already very late, almost night falling. I wouldn't be able to do the whole thing in one go because I left home very late. Now my aim is to go back another day and finally do the whole thing. Just so you know, Google Maps gave me until here 10 kilometers of distance from here until here. When I arrived at the harbor, I was surprised to see many cyclists there waiting to take the boat to cycle in Niterói, and many cyclists coming from Niterói to cycle here on this side of the bay too. You can call me naive, but I thought I would be the only one there with a bicycle. I had already traveled in these boats before to other locations, but it was my first time carrying a bicycle on them, so this was kinda new to me.
There is nothing to fear.
Now you can notice two things in this boat. First, it has two floors. Second, it was very empty. And normally during weekdays it is not so empty. It is actually very crowded, especially around 6 o'clock p.m. when people are leaving work. Around this time, all the seats are taken. There are also many people standing, to the point that you can barely move. So I went to the second floor and went right away to the window to appreciate the view.
I see what you mean. There is nothing to fear.
I then sat down and just enjoyed my trip, which took about 20 minutes. This is the first glimpse of Niterói.
I see what you mean.
After taking my bike and getting out of the boat station, I found out there was a cycling road that covered all my planned route. This discovery made me very happy.
There is nothing to fear.
The first tunnel that I had to go through was the tunnel that leads to the San Francisco beach. It is a small tunnel with a side path separated from the cars, so it's pretty safe.
I see what you mean.
Right after the tunnel, we are greeted with the McDonald's from San Francisco. It is a good reference point to know that you are on the right track. This is San Francisco Beach. It is San Francisco, like in the USA, but here in Rio, Brazil. Do you see any similarities?
There is nothing to fear.
And finally, this is the second and last tunnel, the tunnel Charitas Cafubá. It is a very long tunnel, but it took me around 3 minutes to do the whole thing.
I see what you mean.
After that, I went all the way back to the boat station and drank a lot of water that I had brought with me in order to recover from the journey. I then just waited peacefully for the boat to come for me to be able to go back home. And I could even get a glimpse of the beautiful sunset.
There is nothing to fear.
See you next trip.